In today's video, I just want to give a very quick channel update on some of my goals and plans for content throughout 2024 and the rest of this bull run. I've been thinking a lot about my content strategy, and I really think it doesn't matter which area or which niche you are in. Instead, people just want the biggest value for each video that they watch. And this is the number one thing that I want to focus on. So I went back to the drawing board and really gave the question to myself and the community, which type of content do you want to see that gives you the best value for your time when you watch each video? So I boiled them down into these few categories that I want to show you guys. So number one, we have our typically well-performing videos on the channels. These are some of the flagship content that I have. For example, our monthly Altcoin Alpha and Best Coins series. We have started this back in 2023, and each month I basically pick out the top 3 coins that I see the most potential of based on catalyst events, based on the narratives. And usually these takes a long time to research, but they're very condensed. There are only 3 coins per month, and when I give myself those standards, I really find the best alpha possible. And usually these turn out to be really good positions that I personally take. Another type of flagship content is with our hidden gems with deep research and strong catalyst. Sometimes these videos will not be 1 month. Instead, it will be a hidden gem portfolio series where it takes multiple months if I see fit. For example, for my last video on the hidden gems for early 2024, this was a list of 5 coins that I found to be really valuable for the first half of the year. Now, aside from the time-based top coins that I see with the most potential, there are also sector-based portfolios or so-called top coins in a category. These are super valuable to me personally as well. So I'm talking about things like top 5 gaming coins, top 5, parallel EVM, new blockchains, top 5 Celestia ecosystem, top 5 Avalanche ecosystem, top 5 Cosmos, etc. So whenever a narrative pops up within one ecosystem, usually these videos can be super valuable because it gives you overall exposure to that whole narrative. So I will continue to do these based on what the most trending narratives are. Aside from the altcoin picks, there is one other area of high value content that I want to bring back to the channel, and that is with airdrops. Airdrops is really gaining a next wave of traction, and I really think this way of distributing tokens and rewarding early community members will be a continued trend going into this bull market. Now, I don't want to flood our channel with hundreds of small airdrops because most new projects today do have an airdrop aspect when they launch their token. Instead, I want to focus on airdrops with the highest earning potential. We have already covered a few of these large airdrops before, such as the Starknet airdrop that just launched and the Wormhole airdrop, which is launching soon. So just some of the notable ones that we will cover for sure this year include Layer 0, Linea, ZK Sync, Scroll, Tyco, basically a lot of infra projects that have all been valued at over $1 billion. These airdrops are typically very good because their tokens will trade at a high valuation. Now, it's also important to follow which area of airdrops it's currently best to focus on. For instance, in January, it was all around Celestia airdrops because stakers of the TIA token received many different large airdrops, including Altlayer, Dimension, and some others, all by just staking the TIA token itself. So this gives you really high bang for your buck. You just need to do one type of transactions or hold one single token and get many different airdrop tokens from different projects. Now, there are 2 areas of focus for airdrops in the first half of 2024. So the first one is with ZK rollups and ZK EVM layer 2s. Many of the new chains launching this year will be using the ZK technology stack. And usually DeFi applications on a ZK chain will support multiple chains together. So this means you can complete transactions on ZK DeFi applications and qualify for multiple airdrops at the same time. I think this will have a similar effect to the staking of TIA and receiving Celestia related airdrops. By doing many of these ZK related DeFi applications, you can receive multiple ZK related airdrops this year. Another huge trend of airdrops coming this year is around EigenLayer. So the EigenLayer token itself will be valued at least $10 billion plus after launch. But EigenLayer is not the only airdrop token on here. There are many restaking protocols on top of EigenLayer that will launch around the same time, and you can get airdrops off by staking through them. So this is another area of airdrops that I'll be heavily focusing on in the first half of this year. A last point around airdrops, we also want to focus on the timely airdrops. What I mean by that is You want to focus on the information that you can gather from different projects launching around the same time and piecing things together to figure out which projects are likely taking their snapshot cutoff really soon and launching their token very soon. This allows us to pick a few airdrops to focus on for each month so you don't flood yourself with way too many tasks. I get a lot of early information from being in the industry, and this is what I'll try to share with you guys. So for right now, I think Linea, ZK Sync, and Layer 0 are all very close to launch in the next 2 to 3 months. And that's why I'm making dedicated airdrop videos for all of these right now. Okay, moving on from some of the alpha stuff, I also want to get deep into educational content this year. So I have made a few small courses before on the channel explaining Bitcoin, explaining how to use wallets, etc. I am not going to repeat more of the same information of what is Bitcoin, what is Ethereum, etc. That you can find plenty of on YouTube. Instead, what I think is really valuable is I want to create a few crash courses that are long enough and detailed enough and will last about 1 hour in length so that if it's a complete beginner coming into the crypto industry, you can watch just that one video many times and it will walk you through exactly step by step from a chronological order, starting from the first things you need to know about Bitcoin, about Ethereum, to wallets, to security, to setting up an exchange and how you can use your exchange and use your wallets at the same time, the best safety practices, so you can get to that intermediate level from a complete beginner. There are way too many educational content out there, but really I think what's lacking is organization. So by putting together things in this crash course format, hopefully I can just give the best value possible. And this is going to be completely free. Think of it like, if you are to pay $50 for a crash course on Udemy, this is just going to be something I offer for free on the channel. So after 1 or 2 crash courses that get you up to speed in an intermediate level, we will dive deeper into specialized workshops. These are going to be shorter workshops focusing on one very specific but more advanced topic, such as how to do DeFi farming or get passive income, how to actually research new coins and find out catalyst events like what I do on the channel, how to understand tokenomics of new projects and recognize what's good and bad before you make an investment decision, pick and choosing the best hardware wallets and the best safety practices, and actually comparing all of the top choices out there, Ledger, Trezor versus others, how to actually set up your security around crypto wallets with hardware wallets, with MetaMask, and what I actually do in my day-to-day hardware wallet flow. And on the other side, we can talk about trading indicators, the typical trading strategies I use in order to maintain profitability over a long period. The last area of educational content is going to be interviews. So I want to bring on more industry experts that have many cycles of experience, some investors, some project founders, and some just experts in a certain field or certain narrative within crypto. And I can try to learn the most important lessons from them within this interview period that I can share with you guys. Lastly, I want to have a section specifically targeted at Market Watch. These are going to be the live stream videos that are typically a little bit longer, but they are covering the fast moving pieces in the industry. So for instance, whenever we have a major move in the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum, that is worthy of a live stream. Whenever there are industry shifting events like the Bitcoin halving, the Ethereum ETF, the Binance settlement, etc., those will be covered in Market Watch. We'll also be covering a lot of short-term alpha, such as the trending narratives, like everyone flooding into the Solana ecosystem at the end of last year, or later on, they're trying to move to Avalanche, and we were trying to front run that rotation. That was a short-term alpha, but definitely worth covering. So since we want to have that covered right away, we'll do it as a live stream instead of a recorded video. Some more trends that are happening right now. There's a second wave of gaming sector boom. The AI sector is rising quickly due to OpenAI's new release of Sora. We have the DeepIn sector, which is also gaining huge traction. These are all really good examples that we'll cover on Market Watch live streams. Each of these live streams will have both the fundamental aspect and the technical price analysis aspect. With the fundamental analysis, we can understand what is driving these narratives, what is the key upgrade coming to this sector, is there some fundamental news, is some traditional financial giant coming into this industry, what is causing this surge of interest. Then I combine it with technical analysis, looking at price charts, volume, open interest, etc., to analyze which coins actually have the highest interest in this sector. This analysis is a good complement because it helps us find the top trending coins within these narratives, which will be our focus for trading. Now, I will be covering a lot of different sectors in our live streams, but just keep in mind, this is the whole purpose of it. We're watching the market and the market shifts very quickly. Every 2 to 3 weeks or so, there is a major trend shift. Just in the past 4 months, we have had Solana narrative, the first gaming narrative, Avalanche narrative, and then it was like a parallel EVMs with Sui, Aptos, Say, etc. Then we had Celestia narrative, and then we had a brief layer 2 comeback with Arbitrum Optimism. And I think upcoming, we're going to see Polygon having a strong trend going into March with their ag layer. We're likely to see a ZK narrative coming up once we have Starknet, ZK Sync, Linea, all of these chains launching. So these things are by design moving very quickly. And this is why you don't need to catch every single rotation. But if there is something that interests you a lot, you can make sure to catch it on our live streams. I will be covering most of these things, but just keep in mind, I don't even personally take every single trade out there. So I'll make that abundantly clear whenever I cover these. Sometimes the trades I will take, sometimes I won't, but I'll still cover them. Lastly, 2 other areas that I always recommend people to follow me for more content. First one is on Twitter or X. This is really where I will be posting more early research before they go into videos. So for example, whenever I have some high conviction trades or narratives, I will post them on X first because I just naturally browse Twitter first and I will see them there first. And Twitter is just so easy to post stuff quickly. Usually there is at least 1 to 2 days delay before the content makes into videos. I also tend to mention relatively newer projects on X with higher risk to reward ratio than on YouTube. If I buy into a meme coin or do a very short-term trade that only lasts 1 week, typically I won't talk about them on video, but I might talk about them on Twitter. And lastly, if you're really into the real degen stuff and day-to-day trading, you should definitely join our Discord with the link in my bio or go to discord.gg/virtualbacon. On here, I have much more direct trade setups and signals and all the charts that I typically don't post everywhere. I will post them on my Discord. Again, a lot of times I will get positions wrong. For example, on Jupiter, took a huge loss. On Ethereum, on ARB, these were good trades. On Matic, I have also entered into trades such as on Pixel and on Super. I was exiting and I was notifying our Discord. These are a lot more of the raw trades. Sometimes I get them right, sometimes I get them wrong, but I keep them all here on the Discord, mostly even as a trade journal for myself. And if you really want a day-to-day analysis from me, make sure to join there. In our alpha section on Discord, I also cover new project launches that I don't usually talk about on YouTube or Twitter. So whenever a new airdrop is launching, I will try to get the early codes. We cover things like the DOP airdrop, ZK Sync airdrop, Linea airdrop, etc. very early with our links. I also cover new altcoin launches. Sometimes they're even just stealth meme coin launches. Other times they would be a new token sales in LBPs, in new ICOs, etc. So we do a lot of different stuff here. Again, this is much higher risk, but also comes with much higher reward. So if this is your cup of tea, make sure to join our Discord because a lot of this stuff really doesn't fit well on YouTube for a wide audience that they can view for multiple months if the trade opportunity is only lasting 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, that's everything I wanted to cover for today. Just a quick update for you guys on the future of this channel. If you guys like this type of content and if I make significant changes, I'll try to make another update maybe on the second half of this year for whatever new trends are popping up in the crypto space. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next video.